Hey guys, welcome to week 5 of Respect Your Elders. Pretty solid week for the whole league last week.
Yeah.
Third straight week with a median over 110.
Yeah.
Solid.
I think week 1 was just a hiccup league-wide. Nothing to worry about. Everyone panicked a little bit. Fair. But I think everything's back on track now.
Yeah. Everybody's starting to look a little bit better. Some of them looking a little bit better than I would wish for. Garrett, you were supposed to stay at 100. But Garrett, first median win of the year. I'm glad I could be a part of that. You are the Game 5 monster. Now 3-0 in your Game 5. So I think you were right whenever you said once you beat Alex in Game 5, you just take over.
I mean, it felt like the right thing. And, I mean, so far so good for Garrett.
Moving over to the Elder Showdown.
Yeah, I mean, it was me versus Puntaji football team and Jacob. You can attest to it. I was going off the deep end. I was done watching football, turned it off, went to go get dinner. But, you know, McCaffrey, the golden goose, love of my life, absolutely carried the team for me. To be fair to Jacob, though, his team did finally, get back on track. It got back over 100. 110's usually a pretty solid score, almost a median. Sucks that you lost to me. I mean, he was right there for the median up until Garrett took it away from him and took the dub from you. So just all around Garrett, crushing dreams out there.
Crushing Elder's dreams.
Well, not mine yet.
Yeah. And then we got the Abilene Woodpeckers versus AC. One Purdy. Miller coming on strong Saturday, just saying, all I gotta do is score over 100 and I've got the dub.
Exactly. And he was averaging, 101? So all he had to do was just be average.
Yep.
Couldn't do it.
To be fair, he was absolutely correct.
Oh, 100% correct.
If he would have scored over 100, he would have got the dub. Mm-hmm. I know that Colt was definitely looking forward to grilling Miller. So
yeah. You know he had this one circled on the calendar. He was like, if I don't get any of them and I can only get one, this is the one I want.
Colt gets over 100 for the first time of the year. So
yeah.
Just a great week for Colt. He is having a blast over there.
Yep.
And then we got Hungry Hush Puppies and Bad Boys. Aaron he's been super consistent. Hasn't lost to the medians. Close game, though. I mean, that's only like a Josh Allen and a receiver away.
Alex's team, slow start of the season.
Watching Alex just throw up those low scores, I swear it's making me more nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Every single week.
He's lulling us into a false sense of security so that he can just really destroy your hopes and dreams with that Alex apocalypse out of nowhere.
But if we could get a 200-point Alex game,
I wouldn't even be mad if Alex beat me by 200 points.
I think if Alex scores 200, I think everybody can agree.
We'll give him 3 wins.
I think we just give him the trophy.
Yeah, fair enough.
In the season, Alex, you get the trophy?
No, we'll just end the season there. Call it off.
Yeah.
The season's done. We're not going to top this. So.
Yeah, then we got Mahomes improvement and what'll it take? Always a good matchup between them. Unfortunately, Chase saw a couple injuries.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, on paper, we knew it was going to be a good one. It looked like it was going to be a good one. Unfortunate injuries happen. But yeah, I mean, I think Chase's team, he gets Jonathan Taylor back soon-ish. I think he'll get it turned around. I don't think there's too much to worry about for Chase right now.
Yeah, I think so. It's unfortunate he had to play a number 2 team back-to-back weeks. Got 1 win,
yeah,
1 loss. We actually take a look at the standings. We had 5 people not move this time.
Yeah, the movement's starting to slow down. We're starting to kind of slot into our spots a little bit more.
Top 3, you, Chris, and Aaron staying comfy.
Yep.
Jacob staying at 9, unfortunate. And then Alex also holding it down there, just charging up. Garrett jumping me and Chase. Me and Chase still holding hands. Not letting go. Miller and Colt swapping spots. What a fun week for Colt to beat Miller by 1 point, score over 100 points, get to grill him, and jump him in the standing.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the only way this could have gone better is if we would have got a median win out of it. That's the only way it could have gone better for Colt.
That's true. I don't even think he remembers about the median after this week.
Cares.
Yeah. He's like, I want everything I could possibly win this week. But yeah, also looking at the overall dynasty standings, had a little movement.
A little bit.
Yeah, you jumping back up into 2nd place.
Yeah.
And Jacob falling down to 4th.
Yep, a little bit of a flip-flop.
Yeah, Chris holding strong in 3rd. But yeah, Jacob, he's not looking good on staying up high in those rankings if this season keeps on going the way it's going. Coming into this week's games, we got Hungry Hush Puppies versus Abilene Woodpeckers. Both of them had each other ranked 8th. One of them is correct right now, with Miller sitting in that 8th spot. And Aaron has just been consistent.
Like Aaron usually is.
Yeah, beat the median every single week. Miller 1-3 versus the median. Not looking great, but that one was the second highest score of the year.
We saw this week, Josh Allen, absolutely his best player. He's putting up his fair share. Rest of the team, not so much.
He's going to need someone else to help.
Yeah, he can't shoot for 100 this week.
Yeah, number 3 versus number 8. So
could be a big standings change up if he pulls out, especially if he gets a 2-0 out of that.
You know he wants to get back on top of Colt.
I bet he does.
And then we got number 1, Red Rain.
That's me.
Versus number 4.
Number 4.
The unknowns. I don't think anybody had Garrett at number 4 in their standings.
I don't think so, no. He's definitely been the surprise of the season. We all knew if he could get the quarterback situation figured out, his team could be dangerous, and he kind of fixed it by just trading away Dak.
Yeah. He's 4-0 head-to-head. Got that one median win last week, and Game 5 monster now.
Yeah, and this is a Game 5 with us. We're split 2-2. Average score 106, 109, pretty close. I know the first game I scored like 160. That was a bit rude on my end for his welcome to the league game.
He has just been climbing up to 4. That's wild.
Is this the highest he's been in our standings? Outside of maybe a week 1?
Yeah, this far into the season, this has got to be the highest he's been, and he is just...
I mean, he's got a game plan and he sticks to it.
Yeah, you lost both games to him last year.
Yeah, last year was not a great season for me overall. So it's turned around this year, so hopefully we just keep on keeping on.
Then we got number 5, Trade Station versus number 10, the Bad Boys. And like I said, the more he scores low, the more I think he's going to drop 100 more points than he normally does. But 8-1, that one game that he won was actually week 2 of our entire Dynasty League, which really is making me more nervous. It feels like it's due.
Yes, I mean, the average score, it's not really that close. About what you would expect, Yeah,
I mean, his average score, if he hits that, it would be his highest score of the season. So, I mean, he's looking to break 70 at this point this year. I'm hoping it's not this week, but my track record just so everybody knows, my one head-to-head win was whenever I scored 170, got the number 1 score. I've lost to Jacob, you, and Garrett now, all with their personal best score of the season.
Yeah, that's tough matchups.
Yeah,
you hate to see it.
To be fair, Chris, I understand what you went through last year now.
I mean, sometimes it shakes out that way, and it sucks when it does.
Everybody is able to focus against the champion, previous year's champion, which is impressive. I think everybody deserves a round of applause. Stop it.
But stop. I just think, in general, if you score 100 this week, you should be safe.
That's the exact same thing I felt last week. Next up, we got number 6, What'll It Take versus number 7, AC1 Purdy. High matchup right there.
Yeah, I mean, this is the playoff line. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously it's very early in the season, so it really doesn't matter that much. But, obviously you want to stay in the top 6 as much as you can.
Yeah, cool. You can't lock it in. If you get it, you can't be like, all right, base. They're technically tied with their record. It's just Chase has quite a few more points, but
yeah, quite a few.
Yeah, Chase has won the last 3 matchups.
We all know he didn't inherit the best team when he joined the league. He's turned it around. He had some really good draft picks in the rookie drafts. Team's been a lot better. Yeah. Been a little rough start this year, but I think I expect him to finish top 4 in the season. So
Colt coming off his highest score of the season at 100. He would have only lost to Chase by 1 point last week, so
that's very true.
I mean, there's potential right there if you have some things fall your way. Next up, we got number 2, Mahomes Improvement versus number 9, Fantaji Football Team. Opposite sides of those standings.
Yeah, I mean, we gave Chris a lot of flack for his ranking of Jacob, but might have been some truth to that joke.
I mean, he doubled down last week.
He did.
Coming out and being like, hey, I called it and I'm sticking to it. And then he did the classic Chris thing of like, well, maybe we'll see. He didn't want to be too mean to Jacob, but
yeah, I mean, being mean is very hard for him, and that's fine. We accept him for that.
I honestly should have just cut it before he did the apologetic. 3-4 in the standings. Chris actually only has a losing record against 2 teams. Obviously, this one's one, the other one's me. Welcome, Chris. Jacob looking to turn his whole team around.
Yeah, I think his week 1 2-0 was a bit of a red herring.
He has not gotten a tick in the win column since week 1. All 9 other teams have. Every single other team has had a tick in that win column except for Jacob since week 1.
Yeah, that's tough.
Speaking of Chris versus an elder, we're going to bring up everyone versus the elders. Got those stats handy for you. 135 total games, Only a 30% win rate though. 14,000 versus 16,000. 2,000 point difference.
I mean, either way, that's 30,000 points together. That's just a lot of fantasy football points.
Yeah. Chris has the best win rate against us at 50%. So the very best is not a winning record. And we didn't choose this week to do this because we thought there's potential that Chris could have a winning record after this week.
Yeah, no, we believe in Jacob.
Yeah.
Not even a worry. We didn't have much else to talk about. We thought this would be a fun time to bring it up.
Yeah, we had a slot to fill. We also average over 120 against everyone except for Chase and Garrett.
The new guys.
Yeah, we're just nice to the new guys. We're not going to take it too hard on them, but I think we should start turning it up.
Yeah, we need to crank it back up for sure. It was definitely a willing choice that we were scoring low against them.
Right now, they're number 2 and number 3 against us as far as win rate goes. But yeah, Garrett, he brought it up. Got a win versus every single Elder. The only team to not beat all 3 of us.
Can you guys guess who it is? You probably can. Think about it just for a couple seconds.
Yeah.
It's probably, actually, it's not the one you think it is. It's the other one. Because I know what the first guess for everyone is.
Yeah.
It's not that one.
Nope.
It's Miller.
Yep, Miller, not able to beat you, not a single time.
Yeah, can't let him have that. Yeah, he's only above Alex.
Yeah.
And just barely.
Yeah.
Alex actually technically has more wins versus us, but he's played 10 more times against us.
Yeah, 29 games versus us is kind of wild. Aaron, I don't know if it's because he's my brother or what, but we average 135 against you, and there's something about you. And Colt with the second most games against us at 20, right in the middle of the standings.
He averages the third highest points for.
What's funny is I've actually gone in and looked at his team versus individual teams. I don't know what it is. He just plays to the opponent's level. His 3 highest averages are actually against us 3. I gotta say, I think it would be more beneficial for you to choose other teams to do that against and just take the lower score against us because it's clearly not working. I would swap those scores against somebody else because you can control that. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all we got for the versus Elders. Thought it was pretty interesting. I think this shows why we are called the Elders. Whenever you hear it, it's like, who do they think they are? And we're not being braggy. We're really we're super humble whenever it comes to fantasy football.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just the perfect description of this is we're your daddies.
Oh. The stats don't lie.
Yeah.
30% win rate overall for the league versus the Elders.
Yeah.
That's why we get to run the show.
The best against us is 50%. So we're not going to look into it if that changes.
There won't be an update next week.
Nope.
And whenever we do decide to revisit the Elder stats, that will still be the case.
Yep. It's just not going to change. That's just how it is.
Yeah.